Freedom, helping you achieve your financial freedom. In today's video, we're going over trading versus investing and which one might be the best solution for you. Now, I always need to say this, I am not a financial advisor. Do not take my financial advice as financial advice. Do seek financial advice from a financial advisor. That was a tongue twister. But yeah, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Don't take this too seriously, but I think it could help you guys. But just a quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is actually my first video on YouTube when it comes to investing, so if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe down below, and I'll make this video really quick. If I do miss some things, leave them down in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to make a video specifically on your question, because I could make this video like literally 1 hour long. This is like the 5th or 6th time I filmed this because it was way too long, and I want to keep this as condensed and short as possible. So investing pros, investing cons, trading pros, trading cons. I am not on one side or the other. I do both. So that's just a quick perspective. In my opinion, you're striving for long-term growth. You're not really looking to make quick cash. Like, you could, but that's not the point of investing. Investing is for long-term growth. Let's say you have $1,000, you invest into Coca-Cola. Well, it's less risky because if you have that $1,000, the market could do this and you don't care because you're trying to actually like just make your money compound and grow over time with interest. So you put $1,000 and now your $1,000 is making you more money. So like dividends, if you have dividends, or if not, the stock market is growing because it grows on average 7% a year. So the market's growing, and let's say it crashed, it doesn't matter. It's growing because eventually it's going to go back up if you have a good company. So, excuse me, it goes up and down, but on a yearly average, you're about making 7% on your money. So up and down, up and down, up and down. Eventually, your money that you put in the beginning, your $1,000, even more if you put more money, but let's say you just put $1,000, your $1,000 is eventually going to be a ton of money, because look at it like this. Your $1,000 is growing. It's eventually going to hit a cap of, like, let's say in that first year you're at like 1,500, okay, let's say. That's just like a big number, but let's say it's that. You're at 1,500 without doing anything, just letting your money there and go up and down, up and down. But that money is now making you more money. You know what I mean? But that $500 is basically making you more interest now because you have more money in the market. So this is a bit complicated if you're new to this, but yeah, if you know somewhat what I'm talking about, you'll get it. It's like basically your interest is making you interest. So that's really cool in my opinion when it comes to investing. Now, it's also way less risky. So if you invest in Coca-Cola, you don't have that heartache of like, oh, is my company going to go bankrupt? No. You know that Coca-Cola is here for the long run. You could put your money in and you don't even have to stress anything. Obviously there's like some stress and there is always some risk when it comes to investing, but it's way less risky than, in my opinion, trading. Now also, where I come from in Canada, we have fees when it comes to our trading. Now, or even our investing, because we do have Wealthsimple Trade, but not a lot of people do like it because there is only the mobile app. And for me, I don't really mind. I do most of my trades actually on my phone because I find it most convenient, but most people actually, they rather do it on the PC, and I can completely understand why. There's so much more complexity on the PC. You could go so much more in depth, and it's way easier to navigate than a phone. And the only thing I do find though, on a phone, you do have the convenience of having it wherever you go. But that's a different video completely. These are pretty much the pros. So you have long-term growth, it's less risky, less stressful, and you have less fees. Now when it comes to investing cons, you're not making quick cash. If that's your goal, you could, but it's not really the best thing for it. You don't want to put your money in one day and like withdraw it 3 days after, even if the market has gone up, because what you're doing basically is you're paying commissions. Because like I said, I do use TD, the app, and on my PC, so there is a commission rate of $9.99 each time I buy a stock. So I could buy 1 or 1,000,000 stocks and it's $9.99. So it could be good in some perspectives, but it's also bad because like they have Robinhood, I think, in the United States, and other parts of the world they must have other commission-based free trading platforms. But when it comes to me, I'd rather have a commission-based free platform when it comes to trading than investing, because when I invest, it's like, don't take this the wrong way. Obviously, I would take a commission-free platform anytime on the PC, But when it comes to investing, if you pay that commission rate, you don't want to be withdrawing and investing every single day, because that's trading and you're going to be paying a commission. So that's not good in my opinion. That 999 does make a difference if you're dealing with smaller amounts. You're letting your money grow and compound over time. So that's the only con in my perspective when it comes to investing. Now, trading pros. The trading pros, you can make some decent money and quick. Somewhat know what you're doing. You'd be surprised on how much money you could raise and how much capital, I guess, and margin you're going to be able to create with trading. Now, you could day trade or you could trade. So what most people do is they day trade. So you can actually make this a career. So compared to investing, where you're making your money grow and compound over time, trading could actually be your job. But like I said, you're going to have to be dealing with lots of money if you want to make trading your job, like day trading. If you're trying to trade, you could actually trade with smaller amounts and trade here and there and time the market, because there is some money to do. Yeah, there is some money to make, I mean, if you do try to time the market, but it is a riskier factor. So yeah, trading pros, I would say there's quick money to make and you can invest smaller amounts, because if you're trading, you're basically, in my opinion, you're going to try to trade on a non-commission based platform. So let's say in Canada we would use Wealthsimple Trade. So you could basically trade either day trading or trading, like let's say once I start on Monday and then I trade on Thursday, I could make a few $100 depending on the amount I'm investing. I'm trading, my bad. You see, we often get mixed in the vocabulary, because there is two different psychologies when you go into trading and investing. Investing, you're in it for the long run, and trading, you're trying to make money quick. So that's the pros of trading. Quick money, and you could deal with smaller amounts because you're basically on a platform that has no commission-based trading. Now, it is risky, and you will run into risk if you're trying to time the market and your money does like go down drastically and you need that money to reinvest. You're going to need to sell it and whatever. I don't suggest ever selling when the stock is red, but like I said, that's a whole different other video for another time. Now, pros and cons of trading. Pro of trading: quick money, smaller amounts, or you could use larger amounts to make it your job. And the cons: it's risky. There's not a lot of cons. There's not a lot of cons, guys, but it is a con that it is risky if you must use that money. So let's say you're using 5K and your money, basically, if you don't have that 5K anymore, you don't have a job. So let's say the stock starts to go down, you're going to sell it, like panic sell, because you need that money, that capital, to be able to make more money because it's your job. You know what I mean? So there's a difference when it comes to trading and investing. If you guys found this video somewhat helpful, make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll make way more videos, but this was just the first one. I wanted to get it out there, and sorry if my thoughts were all over the place. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible because I don't want to waste too much time. But like I said, this video alone could be like an hour long. We have so much things to talk about, but I hope this video somewhat gave you a perspective on which solution would be the best one for you. And if you're wondering what I do a mix of both. So I have my TD for my investing. So when I buy a stock, it's $9.99, and I buy like a stock. So I always try to buy like 200-300 stocks at a time. And when it comes to trading, I do use Wealthsimple Trade here in Canada, and I trade in like smaller amounts, so penny stocks and stuff like that. And there is some money to be made, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to you, you're going to be the best one to decide that for you. It depends on your budget range, and like I said, so much more videos are about to come, so stick around, guys. Freedom, helping you achieve your financial freedom.